Hermann Wilhelm Göring was born on January 12, 1893, in Rosenheim, Bavaria. His father, Heinrich Göring, was a career military officer and former Governor-General of German Southwest Africa, modern-day Namibia, while his mother, Franziska Tiefenbrunn, managed the household. Although outwardly prestigious, the Göring family faced financial challenges. Their fortunes were buoyed by Hermann Eppenstein, a wealthy Jewish physician and businessman who became Heinrich's close confidant and Franziska's lover for nearly 15 years. Eppenstein's generosity provided the Görings with homes, including a castle in Weldenstein and a summer retreat in the Austrian Alps. These opulent surroundings contrasted sharply with the tumult of Göring's upbringing. Eppenstein's influence, though formative, became a source of irony later in Göring's life, when his anti-Semitic fervor as a Nazi official directly contradicted his childhood dependence on a Jewish benefactor. As a boy, Göring displayed a precocious interest in all things military. He would stage mock battles with toy soldiers and wear a Boer War uniform gifted by his father. His family sent him to boarding school at age 11, where the harsh conditions and poor food intensified his resolve to pursue a military career. In 1912, at the age of 19, Göring fulfilled this ambition, joining the prestigious Prince Wilhelm Regiment of the Prussian Army. When World War I erupted in 1914, Göring served with his infantry regiment near the French frontier. The realities of trench warfare soon took their toll, and Göring was hospitalized with rheumatism. While recuperating, he transferred to the Luftstreitkräfte, German Air Service in 1915 at the encouragement of his friend Bruno Lerser. As a fighter pilot, Göring demonstrated exceptional skill and fearlessness. He quickly rose through the ranks, becoming one of Germany's most celebrated aces with 22 confirmed aerial victories. His exploits earned him the Pour le Mérite, Germany's highest military honor, and command of the famed Red Baron Squadron following Manfred von Richthofen's death in 1918. By war's end, Göring was a decorated war hero, his reputation as a fearless aviator setting the stage for his post-war ambitions. Germany's defeat in World War I and the subsequent Treaty of Versailles plunged the nation into economic and political chaos. Göring's transition from military life was tumultuous. He took on various aviation roles, including barnstorming, working for Fokker in Denmark, and piloting private flights for wealthy clients. It was during this time in Sweden that Göring met Baroness Karin von Kansow, the woman who would become his first wife. Their passionate and tumultuous relationship became a defining feature of his personal life. In 1922, Göring attended a political rally in Munich where Adolf Hitler was speaking. Captivated by Hitler's charisma and vision for Germany's resurgence, Göring joined the Nazi Party. His status as a war hero and his social connections made him a valuable asset to the fledgling movement. By 1923, Göring had risen to lead the Sturmabteilung SA, the party's paramilitary wing. However, his participation in the failed beer hall putsch that same year resulted in injury and exile. This marked the beginning of Göring's morphine addiction, which he developed to cope with the pain of his injuries. His time in exile was marked by personal and financial difficulties. Karin remained a devoted companion, even as Göring's morphine addiction spiraled out of control, leading to violent outbursts and confinement in a psychiatric asylum. Despite these challenges, Göring remained steadfastly loyal to Hitler and the Nazi cause. In 1927, an amnesty allowed Göring to return to Germany, where he resumed his political career. As the Nazi Party rebuilt its base of support during the late 1920s, Göring emerged as a key figure in Hitler's inner circle, leveraging his connections to conservative elites and industrialists to further the party's agenda. The Great Depression provided fertile ground for the Nazi Party's growth. By 1932, the Nazis were the largest party in the Reichstag, and Göring was elected its president. His position gave him significant influence, which he used to help pave the way for Hitler's appointment as Chancellor in January 1933. Once in power, Göring became a central figure in the Nazi government. As Minister of the Interior for Prussia, he established the Gestapo and orchestrated the Reichstag fire decree, which suspended civil liberties and facilitated the suppression of political opposition. Göring's ruthlessness and efficiency made him indispensable to Hitler as the regime moved toward totalitarian control. Göring's influence extended beyond politics. As head of the Luftwaffe, he played a critical role in Germany's military buildup. He also oversaw the four-year plan, focusing on economic mobilization and rearmament. Göring's ambitions and excesses, however, began to erode his effectiveness. His lavish lifestyle, marked by art collecting and opulent estates, became a source of resentment among his peers. As World War II progressed, Göring's fortunes declined. His failures in military leadership, including the Luftwaffe's inability to secure victory in the Battle of Britain, diminished his standing. By the war's end, Göring was a marginalized figure, captured by Allied forces and put on trial at Nuremberg, resulting in his eventual death by a cyanide capsule in Spandau prison on October 15, 1946.